Hey guys, it's Al from TECHAERIS.com, and I am back from vacation, and it has been a while since I've done a video, and except for the one I did on vacation for my podcast. But I am back, and it is the day before Christmas Eve, and I have an unboxing of the Vivo X200 Pro sitting right here, doing something a little bit different in this video. As you can see, I have tried different things with different cameras. This time I am going to use an overhead camera so you guys can see here. But, you know, as with all comment sections, I've had some complaints about the video. You know, you do what you can do. That's all I can say. If you don't like the videos, then, you know, there's plenty of other videos online for you to watch. But I did, you know, I am thinking of you, and I'm going to do this camera here overhead, and then I have this camera right here where I'll try to hold up the phone over here as well, so we get a couple different angles. And yeah, so we're going to unbox the Vivo X200 Pro today, and I actually got this, actually came in while I was on vacation. I was hoping it was going to come before, because I wanted to do an unboxing video of this phone before I went on vacation so I could use it to take pictures of the beach and the ocean. But unfortunately, Vivo did not get it out to me in enough time. So, but I'm back home, back in my office, and we have it here. And I will say that I did open this up already, and I did set up the phone already just because I wanted to get that done. So, but I did not play with it. So, but I got everything set up on it and ready to go. So we're going to unbox it now, and very nice packaging from Vivo on this X200 Pro, and we'll slide that up. Very big packaging. That to the side. There is your phone, and we'll put that to the side. And paperwork. And you do get a couple of goodies inside. You get a SIM ejection tool right there, and inside here you get a phone case, just like Vivo always does with all of their stuff. Let's see, there's something else in here as well. I don't know if this is just paperwork, probably. Nope, just a cardboard insert. That's all that is. Right there, cardboard insert. And you get the paperwork here. Slide that back in. And this is just, again, Vivo supplies these. It's just a very, very flimsy TPU case. It's not anything special. It's just good enough to protect the phone somewhat. Let's give it a minimal amount of protection in case you need it. And then in this little pocket, we get a charging brick, which this is not a US charging brick, but it is hefty, a hefty sucker. And it is a fast charger. So yeah, that should be a 100 watt fast charger. Let me put that underneath there. And a lot of glare there, but that is not American. It will not work for me, but I have a lot of chargers, so I don't really care. Not that big of a deal. And your USB cable, USB-C cable. USB-C to USB-A. So, put that right back in there. And that is all you get in the box, guys. Here's your phone. Wrapped up in a kind of a wax paper deal. And I was able to actually get that back on there, even though I already set up the phone. So, and I did not rip it. I could not believe it. And there is the Vivo V200 Pro. Oh, excuse me, X200 Pro. X200 Pro. That is a massive camera module, and that is one of the selling points of this phone is its camera. Engineered with Zeiss, and it's supposed to have a real nice camera. And here are your sides. That right there is your volume rocker and your power button and some antennas. And the top. And I'll show you in the other camera in a second. Looks like microphones. and more antennas. And on this side, there's nothing but antennas. And on the bottom, you have a SIM card tray, USB-C, and a speaker. And the top, you have your speaker up here, and a pinhole cutout, and there is a pre-installed screen protector on here. So that's all taken care of for you. You can, of course, buy your own. We'll power this guy up. And we'll take a look around the phone. Let me switch cameras over here. Let me point over here, and we're going to take a look at, try to get a couple close shots here. So here is your camera module. Very interesting, very big, very large. And there's a flash there. I believe this is a triple camera setup. It might be a quad camera, but I think it's triple. And we will look more into that in the specs in a moment. And let's do some more over here. And one thing about these cameras is if you get your face in there, that wants to focus in on your face, and that is the problem. So there is the bottom. And here is the volume rocker. And the power button. And everything else is just plain. And this is the black color, which I'm glad they sent. They do have another color that is, bluish, I think. And that is the one most reviewers, I think, it seemed like most reviewers were getting. And not sure I really like that color, but so I'm glad they sent me the black. The black looks nice. So anyway, it's got a nice weight to it. It is, and there's the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. With this actually fingerprint sensor works really well, better than the V40 Pro. I think that one had a different fingerprint sensor on it, but this one works really nice. It's a very nice fingerprint sensor. All right, we are back. We have the display here, and let me read the specs. All right, so the specs are GSM HSPA LTE 5G. That is dimensions of 162.4 by 76 by 8.2 millimeters or 8.5 millimeters. 223 grams or 228 grams. Let's see here. I don't know why they give you two different numbers here, but it has a glass front, aluminum alloy frame, glass back, glass fiber back, or glass fiber back. So they must be talking. They're talking about the X200 and the X200 Pro. And it has nano SIM, eSIM, IP68, IP69 dust water resistant, up to 1.5 meters. The display is an LTPO AMOLED, 1 billion colors, 120 hertz, HDR10 plus, Dolby Vision, 4500 nits peak. And let me actually let me pop over to my browser so you guys can look along with me here. And I'm looking at GSM Arena's specs here. The resolution is 1260 by 2800, 20 by 9 aspect ratio with a 452 ppi pixel density. Scratch drop resistant glass called Armor Glass, and it's running Android 15 and up to 4 major Android upgrades. Wow, that's impressive. 4 major Android upgrades. That's the promise. We'll see what happens. FunTouch 15 on the international version and Origin OS on the China version. And the chipset is a MediaTek Dimensity 9400. That's an octa-core processor. And the GPU's in Immortalis G925. The internals are running at 256 gigs with 12 gigs of RAM, or 512 with 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte with 16 gigs of RAM. And let's take a look at what this specific phone has on it. All right, FunTouch 15 OS. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and and it's running Android 15. So that is nice to see. The main camera is a 50 megapixel f1.6 with optical image stabilization. 200 megapixel f2.7 periscopic telephoto lens, 50 megapixel ultra wide. And the features are laser autofocus, Zeiss optics, and Zeiss T lens coating. LED flash, panorama, HDR, blah, 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 video. And video is 8K at 30 frames per second, or 4K at 30, 60, or 120 frames per second. And 1080p also is available with a gyro electronic image stabilization. Had to think of the word for a second. 10-bit long Dolby Vision HDR. Selfie cam is a 32 megapixel f2.0 and a 20 millimeter ultra wide HDR on the front. 4K 3060 on the front, and it has stereo speakers and a no headphone jack. And let's see, we got all the rest is just kind of the basics. And this one's called Cosmos Black. So let me jump back over to my cameras. That is it, guys. This is the Vivo X200 Pro. And I'm probably one of the last videos coming out because a lot of people already did videos on this. And they've been out for a while because, well, I went on vacation, so, and not everybody was on vacation like I was. So that is the phone, and my first impressions, you know, I like the Vivo phones. The ones that I've reviewed do not work on Verizon. I'm hoping that's not the case here, but I don't think that this, it says GSM SPA. I will test my Verizon card in there and see if it works, but I'm sure it will not work with Verizon, so I'll have to use something else. But, so if you're a Verizon customer, know that this is not going to work for you, probably. It'll be in the full review, though. If it does, I'll note it. But I know that Verizon has a lot more strict rules about approving devices on their networks, and they have to have certain things. So let's see, I'm gonna get in there closer. So there's your back end. And if I want to focus, I got to get my face out of there. I might try. Let me switch over. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. You know, I changed up the camera angle here to maybe this will help a little bit better. Get my face out of the camera. And there you are. That is the volume rocker. And we're looking at this camera right here. This is the volume rocker and the power button. And there is your bottom power port, USB-C, speaker, and microphone, and SIM tray. Nothing on this side. And nothing on the top but microphones. And of course, your back end with that massive camera hump. So, and let's take a look at this fingerprint sensor. I'm gonna, boom, see what happens. See, that's fast. The Vivo V40 Pro was fast as well, but not this fast. Did take a second to hunt around. So I think this, they've changed the finger. I think this is ultrasonic. I can't remember the tech they had in the old one. That's nice. That's nice and fast. Very nice. All right, I will have a full review on the website, TECHAERIS.com. For now, this is the X200 Pro. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and a little bit of an overview. I will link below where you can purchase this phone. Well, excuse me, I'll link to Vivo's website, and then I'll link to GSM Arena's specs because they have a full list there. And then, yeah, we'll have a full review in the coming weeks, probably after CES, because we got Christmas coming up, New Year's, and then CES, and it's been busy. I wanted to try to get this in earlier, but unfortunately they couldn't send it to me when I needed it. So it'll be a little bit later in January when I get this review done. So thanks for watching. Please be sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment below. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys' support for independent media, independent tech media, and I appreciate your support for me in particular. So, hey, we will talk to you guys on the other side.